One of these days I'll get to the other projects. Okay. Young man writes, hey, Mr. Celery. This is, I could, you know why Gen Z's not going to be able to get jobs? Because you guys do voice to text. That's what's going to happen. Mr. Celery. I'm an 18-year-old male. I would like you to assets my plan for moving out of my parents' house and to start Reconnaissance. First off, I'll be a senior this year with classes being taken online. But I'm honestly tired of school and just want to get my GED already. But my overbearing mother wants me to waste another year in high school. Well, what's the difference between, okay, fine, go get your GED if you want. You want to test out, get your GED, and then start applying for school? Go ahead. It's going to be online anyway. Look, dude, the fact you guys haven't had to go to school last semester, and you're probably not going to have to go to school this semester, maybe even this year. I mean, come on. That's like manna from heaven. So if I were you, just burn through all your senior high school material, take the test, go down an accelerated program, graduate early with your high school diploma, and be done with it. Besides which, after going through all your emails, you're not going anywhere for a year anyway. You don't have the money. So you might as well just burn through all the material. Bang out your history class. Bang out your civics class. Bang out your whatever trigonometry class. I don't learn anything of importance anyway. Am I just being lazy or should I just stick it out? Just stick it. If you were like a freshman, I'd say, yeah, get your GED. See if you can get your GED. And the reason I'd say that is so you didn't have to go to high school for 4 fucking years and you could go right to college. But since you're a senior and you're not going to have to go to school anyway physically, just go get your degree, your diploma. My first plan is to move out and live with my cousin for a few months who's only a 2-hour drive away from me. My plan for economists is to work seasonal jobs at national parks of the states I want to visit. I read your book, Reconnaissance, man, and it gave me insight on how long to stay in each state to get a feel of everything. I've worked before, but I don't have real-world working skills, and I want to find remote jobs on the internet. If the national parks are closed because of COVID, or I just don't get hired. All right, well, it's one of two things. You're either going to develop the skills in the trade that in a year's time when you want to start doing reconnaissance, you have those skills and you can work online, which is going to be practically impossible. Right? You're going to have to be amazingly good at, frankly, computer programming or something else that you can do online. And you only have a year to do that. And you're already bitching and whining about having to do your senior year online. So I don't think you have the work ethic to do that. So that's not going to be a thing. You're very likely going to have to just go work at the national parks as a general laborer, which is fine, or work in the resort towns as a bartender or whatever. I'm sure you could go and apply for job seasonal work. But it's not like you're going to be hacking away at some new video game code for Electronic Arts. And then you'll be like, I'm going to go hike Glacier National Park. Ha! I made my $170 this hour. You're going to be like cleaning shit in toilets and, I don't know, water or flood comes through. You're going to be rebuilding, wooden staircases high up in the mountains. After at least 24 months of travel and new experiences, I want to learn a trade. Okay. Maybe something like carpentry or something less known like chimney cleaning or gunsmithing. All right. Why don't you learn that now? Chimney cleaning, you could probably do that in, I don't know, a week, maybe. There's capital costs. Carpentry, that's going to take a little bit while longer. Basically, something that makes me sound more interesting. Laugh out loud. Oh, you're fucking Gen Zer. I plan to start my journey next summer so I can use the rest of this year to plan where to go and save money for a car and travel expenses. If you have any tips or places to visit, let me know. Video response. Thanks for being the world's most professional asshole. I'm the only professional asshole. Look, there's nothing wrong with those trades, man. And I would do that after you do your reconnaissance. But with 24 months of travel, I don't even think I recommend that much in reconnaissance, man. And you better have some money making on the side or be living real cheap. And if you're going to go get a car and all that, I mean, read it, it's in the book, but you're probably going to want to get a van. So you have to worry about lodging. Or you go, look, you have two grandiose ideas. All right. Unless you really put the effort to it, you're not going to find a job where you can work remotely sitting outside Glacier National Park as you go hike, McDonald Lake. It's not going to happen. You're going to have to, like every one of us, you're going to have to work some shit jobs, ideally out west. Or, I don't know, maybe you're in California, which would be east. But in the American West, quote unquote, you're going to have to go and work these crappy, a dishwasher, a truck driver, whatever. You're going to have to go out there and do these low-end, low-skilled jobs. And then you do your reconnaissance. And then as in the book, I'd say at night, go ahead and study for something that you can do online if you want. Or knock out your prereqs. All right. After 24 months of travel, you won't last 24 months. Traveling takes energy. Even a young man will. Roosh at most at, I think, 16 in South America in his prime. You're not going to do 24. You won't have the money for it. You just won't. So what I would do, you want to know places to visit. It's in the book. You don't have a car. You don't have your driver's license. 18 years old. You don't have your license. Yeah, you're gonna go program code at in a year from now. I'm gonna start out as maybe construction labor. There you go. Not sure where to find a good company for it though. Before I think about all that, I need to move out because I'm tired of living with my family. Well, no, you need to find a job before you move out of your family. It's just so cute how kids are raised today. Just move out. Well, where's the money? I need a bailout. Vote Democrat. I'm going to go protest. Why don't you use this next year to figure out what you want to do in life, okay? That's going to be very important. See if you could graduate early if you're attending school online. Spend not as much time, but spend at least an hour a week evaluating different career options and different career paths. And then as for reconnaissance, you got the book, so that's the instruction manual. Let me just pull up a map of the United States. I don't want to go from memory. Let's just start with Salt Lake City, Utah. We'll start there. All right, so if you want to do national parks, if you're looking for small town Vernal, Utah, because it has the Dinosaur National Monument, which is a really cool park. Going up north, you could do Yellowstone National Park, but it's big. It'd be a big employment center, but I really didn't like Yellowstone National Park. And attached to it, Grand Tetons National Park. I would not go all the way to Rapid City. That's too far away for you. Also, keep in mind if you're willing to work at some of the further flung, less popular national parks or national forests, the Upper Missouri River Breaks National Forest. If you're willing to work in, these far-flung places, you can go ahead and probably find some jobs. But there's enough traffic. You won't necessarily be working for the government or the parks department. You'd be working, here you got, what's it called? Glacier National Park. You can work in Kalispell, Whitefish, East Glacier. You don't have to go to national parks. Like Coeur d'Alene is a great summertime place to go work. Leavenworth, Washington is another place to work. Olympic National Park, you could do that, but not a lot of traffic out there. You could work maybe the tourist area near the 101 along between Astoria and Newport, Oregon. Crater Lake National Park, although you'd be headquartered out of Klamath Falls probably. Yosemite National Park, Sequoia National Forest, Kings Canyon. I would not work in Death Valley National Park. Grand Canyon National Park, Vegas, you can just work in. Well, not now because everything's closed. I'd work at Zion National Park outside of St. George, Utah, or Hurricane, Utah. Bryce National Canyon, National Park there. Moab, very expensive to live, but you can work at Arches, Canyonlands. You can work at this stretch between Ouray, Colorado, and Durango, Colorado. Whole bunch of towns in the Uncompahgre Mountains. Telluride's on the outside of that there. Rocky Mountain National Park. You can work in the Enchanted Circle near Taos in Santa Fe. New Mexico, that is. And there you go. That's west. That's west. Yeah, man. I mean, it doesn't have to be national parks, but where there's rafting or tourism or anything or fishing. There's a lot, hundreds of places out there out west. But let's see if you get your driver's license first, huh? Let's do that. I want to see if we get the driver's license. All right, there you go. Questions, answers, ASSLEconsulting.com. Get the book Reconnaissance, man, and we'll see you guys later. Toodles.